All right, so Politicon is going to be coming up soon, just in a couple weeks here, basically like 2 weeks. It is on the 20th and 21st, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can check out all the different people going there. There's going to be I think the Young Turks guys are going to be going there. I know Jenk and Anna are for sure going. I think Hassan Piker's going too. And then there's a lot of people that you guys know who are going to be going this year who didn't previously go. It's not all that well organized, but Kyle Kalinske is going, Sam Cedar is going, David Packman is going. There are a lot of people going to Politicon this year. So Anna Kasparian invited Dave Rubin for a debate, and we're going to get into that. But uh, some context here. So Dave Rubin and Anna Kasparian were really good friends. While Dave Rubin used to be on the Young Turks, you can go back. I mean, there's still a bunch of tweets that they have where they were, sort of hanging out, and it was just these kind of fun posts. And there's also still videos up on, I think, Anna's personal channel, and I'm sure you can find them elsewhere. But they were really, really good friends, as Anna Kasparian explains, and you could definitely see that. And basically, he left the Young Turks on good terms. He did depart on good terms. Everything seemed to be just fine. It seemed like Dave Rubin was sort of just growing independently, which is something that a lot of people do. That's sort of how it goes with a lot of people. And all of a sudden, he sort of turns into this libertarian guy who goes on this, sort of spree of going against this sort of progressive stuff. So they sort of went in a silence mode because nobody at the Young Turks actually addressed Dave Rubin on air specifically for his ideas and what he was saying, because you would think that they would have a lot to actually say, right? Because all of a sudden this person flips and you knew him so well and you're like, whoa, what the heck actually happened? So they went through a silence mode, but one day they had broken it, and they absolutely lit into Dave Rubin. The Young Turks, the main show, did a segment where they absolutely lit into Dave Rubin, and then Anna Kasparian made this sort of expose, well detailed video, in which I think it's titled something like "Dave Rubin is a clueless fraud," and she absolutely goes in on Dave Rubin, going after him, and she then makes another follow up to Dave Rubin, and then another follow up to Dave Rubin. So she's really been going at Dave Rubin, pretty damn hard. So of course Dave Rubin is the guy who, at least supposedly, and this is what he says, he supports the free exchange of ideas and he's a free speech warrior, FSW, and he is somebody who is fighting for a civil exchange of ideas and wants discussions, and that the left has now been silencing that. And Dave Rubin is essentially the remedy to that. He is here to be the solution for all of the ills that have been going on against the actual exchange of ideas, as he says. So here's what happened. So Anna Kasparian, as I already stated, is going to be going to Politicon. Now, here is a tweet that she sent out on Twitter. She said, "I would love to debate at Rubin Report at Politicon this year. What a great opportunity to discuss big ideas. Who else is interested in this?" Now, what does that mean? Pretty self explanatory stuff. She is offering to debate Dave Rubin at Politicon, right? So, the supposed idea that A, no one will come on your lefties won't come on your show is false. B, the idea that lefties don't want to debate you is also false, because she's literally offering to do a debate with you with a third party organization that would be setting up the debate. And she said, who else is interested in this? It got over 4,300 favorites, which means obviously there are a crap ton of people who are interested in this. And why wouldn't you be, right? I mean, this is the golden opportunity to exchange ideas. This is the golden opportunity for free speech to be heightened. This is the ultimate opportunity for ideas to be bounced off each other, and good ideas and big ideas and the battle of ideas, and all kinds of different phrases with the word ideas in them, right? And Politicon responded to this by putting a gif of Pan from The Office. She's raising her hand, essentially saying, like, me, right? So Politicon is down for this because why wouldn't they be down for this? This is something that would be huge for Politicon. This would be absolutely massive for Politicon. Could you imagine a current Young Turks host and a former Young Turks host going at it? That's huge for Politicon. So they're down with it. So they are totally, cool with and are down with setting this up because obviously it's beneficial for them as, their business model. So there's no reason why this can't happen. There's no reason why this shouldn't happen because as somebody who, at least again, I have to say this, claims to be all about the free exchange of ideas and, oh, lefties won't come on my show even though you're not bringing Sam Cedar on or Anna Kasparian. And I'm 100% sure Michael Brooks would be down to come on your show. Now, the most recent response that Anna Kasparian made to Dave Rubin, she offered to go on his show, and she literally, I believe the video is specifically titled, like, he'll have anyone on except for Anna Kasparian. And she also references Sam Cedar, how he won't have Sam Cedar on either. So it's very clear that the stupid idea that, there are lefties who won't go on your show and that they're not willing to take part in the free exchange of ideas and the battle of ideas is just demonstrably false, because she has made multiple proposals to come on your show and to literally have a blockbuster debate, because this debate would absolutely be a blockbuster debate. Could you imagine the opportunity to go watch a former Young Turks host and a current Young Turks host, former friends, go at it? People would be going crazy. I mean, I think that would be more popular than the Jenk and Tucker debate. I honestly do. I really do think that would be more more popular. I think more people would go to watch that. So the fact that Dave Rubin never responded to this, he's ignored all of the response videos, and on top of that, he's also ignored this proposal, A, to go on his show, and B, to have a debate at Politicon. The only time he's even addressed any of this was that little short tidbit snippet with John Stossel. That was it. That's all that he's actually mentioned. That's all that he has actually, acknowledged of Anna Kasparian. So don't ever, and here's what I want to say, don't ever try coming at me with, oh, lefties don't want to go on his show, and, Dave, because Dave Rubin will often make the claim when you challenge him saying, yo, the vast majority of the people on your show are right wingers, you claim that, oh, I have people on from all sides. Like, dude, you barely have any lefties. And nowadays, most of the left wingers on your show are just Brett and Eric, who are slightly left, very slightly left, and they are part of the IDW. So it's sort of like a cop out. You're not having on people like David Pakman, even. You didn't even have David Pakman on your show when you had the opportunity to do so. So the fact that he's not responding, I don't ever want to hear from any Dave Rubin fans or Dave Rubin apologists that, oh, no lefties will ever go on his show, and that, lefties don't want to debate. They're not willing to debate their ideas. It is extremely, extremely cowardly on the part of Dave Rubin to make those claims while simultaneously ducking and dodging the, invitations from Sam Cedar and Anna Kasparian to go on his show. Sam Cedar's even offered to have him on his own show, So the fact that he's ducking all of this, he's a joke. And I think he thinks he's like on some type of moral high ground here, like, I'm gonna ignore the haters. Like, no, dude, you look like a clown. That's what you look like. You look like a clown. She exposed you, and the truth about the matter is that you're not really willing to actually engage these ideas And I'm sort of tired of using that word now because Dave Rubin has trivialized it. Although that word ideas obviously is kind of trivial already, but you get the point, you know. Battle of ideas, big ideas, good ideas, blah 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 blah, blank ideas, blank, like what? It's just insane. So he thinks that he's being some sort of like just ignore the haters type thing where it's like, oh, like I'm chilling, I'm just ignoring the haters. But dude, you look like a massive coward. And do you want to know why you look like a massive coward? It's because you are a massive coward, dude. So don't ever give me any of that. If you actually, truthfully, 100% legitimately believe in a free exchange of ideas, you believe in debating and actually bouncing ideas off each other. That's supposedly the whole purpose of the IDW in the first place, right? It's supposed to be we have all these ideas and we bounce them off of each other. So debate Anna Kasparian at Politicon, or have her on your show, or have Sam Cedar on your show. But you won't, and do you want to know why? It's because you're a fucking coward. That's why.